In 1994, the population of California was 3.1 times 10 to the 7th power. In that year, about 5.6 times 10 to the 10 local calls were made in California. Estimate the number of local calls made per person in California in 1994. Round to the nearest whole number. Okay. So how can we solve this problem? Well, we're given the population of California, and we're given the total number of calls made. So if we want to find the number of calls made per person, it's number of calls divided by per the number of people. Right? So we have the number of people, and we have the number of calls. Right, so we can go ahead and just substitute those values in. So the number of calls is 5.6 times 10 to the power of 10 over 3.1 times 10 to the power of 7. All right. So now that we're here, we need to evaluate this. And so we know how to evaluate scientific notation being divided by another expression in scientific notation. We'll do them separately. Right? So we'll divide the prefixes. 5.6 divided by 3.1 times 10 to the 10 over 10 to the 7, like so. All right, and let's see, 5.6 divided by 3.1 is, oh, this is not a nice number. Divided by 3.1. Yep, it is not a nice number. So I'm going to go ahead and say equals right here. 1.80645. And since we're rounding to the nearest whole number, we don't need to write all the decimal places. There's actually quite a few more decimal places, right? And we're going to multiply that by 10 to the power of 10 minus 7. Because the quotient of powers rules as we take the power of the numerator and subtract the power of the denominator if the bases are the same. Right? So that's going to become 1.8 times 10 to the power of 3. All right. So we want to round to the nearest whole number. So, I actually want these decimal places. So let me go ahead and rewrite this. It's going to equal to 1.80645 times 10 to the 3. And let's go ahead and turn this into a number in standard form. So because we have a positive exponent, we're going to take the decimal place and move it to the right 1, 2, 3 spots. So it's going to become 1.806. Oh, I'm not sorry. It's not 1.806. It's moving over to the right 3 spots. So it's going to be 1,806.45. Right? But we're rounding to the nearest whole number. So to round to the nearest whole number, we look at the number in the 10th place, which is a 4. So we do not round up. We keep the ones place the same. So our final answer is going to be 1,806. Put a box around that.